90% of adolescents are exposed to some form of media on a daily basis. As we know, social
It's
media
15
has
minutes,
become
huh?
part of daily life for the majority of
it's 11.
adolescents.
Okay.
Sites like Tumblr,
So we'll just let it
Instagram,
run,
and
and then
Facebook can be
you
a
could
breeding
study
ground for body
for,
image destruction and
Come
eating
back in about
disorders.
15 minutes when it's
A
okay.
You
People
wanna read it?
magazine
You wanna
survey
read it?
showed that 80%
Yeah, 'cause it's
of
gonna,
respondents felt that women
be
in movies
recording
and
that whole
magazines
thing for
made
like
them feel insecure
15
about
minutes.
their
So you
bodies.
can sit right there in the couch or
It should
good.
not be
10
15
years
minutes because
ago,
I cut a
plus-size
bunch out of
models
it.
were
Okay.
between the average.
Oops.
Sites like Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr can be sites where teens
Okay.
can go on
Yeah, just come back.
and
I just
get
heard
ideas
something.
and tips
Well,
about
it's
how
because you
to
did a space between these
develop
two
an eating disorder and maintain an eating
videos.
disorder,
Between here and here, there's
and
a cut.
actually be in competition with other adolescents with eating disorders. Oftentimes, especially girls with body image distortion or body image disorders,
I'm so over it.
You gotta
become
do one
really
more after
depressed
this.
and sometimes suicidal
Is it the
by
same length?
staying on
No,
social media.
I mean, this should only be 5-10
a lot of kids
minutes.
that are
You do
involved
long,
with social
a lot.
media
But
tend to have more
It
depression
should be.
and
It
anxiety
should only go like a little over
than
10 minutes.
Okay.
adolescents that don't spend a lot of time on social media sites.
I'll talk about the other thing. After.
How old
I'll,
are you
I'll
girls?
Let you know what it is.
I am
Let's come
15,
back.
14.
So come back.
Okay, approximately how much time do you spend on media each day, including watching TV, using social media, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, anything like that?
3 to 5 hours. A lot.
A lot?
A lot.
About the same?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, school's out, so now it's probably going to be more. Or less. It depends if we're doing so.
Okay. And what sites are you usually on?
Tumblr, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. That was basically it. Instagram and Twitter and sometimes YouTube.
Okay. Do you have TVs in your bedrooms?
No,
No. Do you have your own rooms?
no.
No, so you share a room.
Yes.
Okay. When you have a meal together as a family, do you usually have the TV on?
No, we always eat together.
You eat together.
Sometimes, but if like no one's home, then I guess we would eat with the TV on. Like if it's only like 3 people, maybe we'll have dinner together. Maybe it's separate. It depends. Like what we're eating.
Okay.
If we're eating pizza, then like we'll probably TV's on and we're eating it here. But if it's like home cooked meal, then we're like in the kitchen dining room area.
Okay. Do you look at magazines
Sometimes if we get them.
if you get them?
Yeah.
How?
Or at grocery stores. Yeah.
Okay. How do you does the media or looking at magazines or being on any social media sites affect how you feel about yourselves, about your body, about your looks?
So.
In what ways?
Well, it's like I'll just be flipping through it, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty face. Oh, that's a pretty face. So it's more like the face, but it's like with the body. I'm like, okay. So.
Okay, so it doesn't really affect your body image so much, just more about the way their faces are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like the same with her. They don't really have magazines with bodies on them anymore. Maybe like if not like swimsuits, that's the only like on People's they would have like, oh, who wore the best swimsuit? But that's the only time. Plus sometimes they just look gross. They're like super skinny and stuff. I mean, there's no meat.
There's no meat on them?
Yeah.
Right. And did you know that most of those people in those magazines, they're airbrushed anyway? It's not a realistic.
Yeah. Yes.
That less than 5% of the people that you see in some of those magazines is unattainable by the normal female.
I guess. And you have to like make people want to buy the magazines, maybe. So, like, people, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
It's like they do that to the women in the magazines, so it's
People make them seem perfect.
seem perfect and have people want to go, oh, they're so thin. I want to be thin like them because they're famous and they're beautiful.
That's what makes them perfect.
But that's
They're airbrushed.
not good stuff.
Right. So you seem to have a really healthy attitude about it.
Yeah.
Now, how about your friends at school? Do you feel pressure to be like them, to have your hair like them, to wear your makeup like them, to dress like them?
Not at all.
No?
We're all like my little group of friends. We're all different. And we all like accept the fact that we're different. We sometimes we're like, oh, we have similar outfits. We should totally like wear these on the same day, or oh, we should all do this on the same day. But like it's not because like oh, you have like more attention than I do, so I'm gonna look. It's not like that at all. We're all very like, we don't really wear a lot of makeup. We don't really do anything with our hair,
Mm-hmm.
so we're like kind of words.
My group of friends usually just care about having a good time than caring what they look like. Because, when you go to school, it's about getting knowledge instead of, I guess, a beauty pageant, So,
It's learning school, not beauty school.
yeah. Well, beauty pageant. It's all same. Yeah. So, I don't really care, I guess. I don't think they care for, like, oh, I need my makeup perfect, I need my hair perfect. It's just like, yeah. But I think we all do care about that a little bit, just because you want to like present yourself nicely, not just like, oh, look at me, I'm perfect. Not just to be nice looking. It's
Mhm.
better because then people would be like, oh, they seem nice, instead of like you're dressed all like gross or something. People might be like, I don't want to talk to them.
So you do see it a little bit, but it doesn't affect you so much.
No.
Good. Okay, thank you so much for letting me interview you.
No problem.
40% of girls in 5th through 12th grade report wanting to lose weight because of magazine pictures. 69% of girls in 5th through 12th grade report that magazine pictures influence their idea of a perfect body shape. 42% of 1st through 3rd grade girls want to be thinner, and 81% of 10-year-old girls are afraid of being fat. A Glamour magazine survey showed that 61% of respondents felt ashamed of their hips, 64% felt embarrassed of their stomachs, while 72% were ashamed of their thighs. One study showed that women overestimate the size of their waist by 25% and hips by 16%, while those same women could correctly estimate a box's width. 4 out of 5 women in the United States state that they are unhappy with their body. One study showed that 75% of women consider themselves overweight, when in reality only 25% of them actually are. 81% of 10-year-old girls experience a fear of being fat. 42% of 1st through 3rd grade girls say they wish that they were thinner. Adolescent girls are more afraid of gaining weight than getting cancer, losing their parents, or even of nuclear war. "91% of women studied on a college campus had attempted to control their weight through dieting. 22% dieted often or always. 80% report onset of eating disorder by age 20. 43% report onset between ages of 16 and 20.6. 25% of college-age women engage in binging and purging as a weight management technique. The mortality rate with anorexia nervosa is 12 times higher than the death rate associated with all causes of death for females 15 to 24 years old. Over one-half of teenage girls and nearly one-third of teenage boys use unhealthy weight control behaviors such as skipping meals. Also, fasting, smoking cigarettes, vomiting, and taking laxatives. These statistics are from ANAD, anorexia nervosa, and related disorders. How does the media affect you in how you feel in regards to body image?
I would say it definitely makes me want to, be better, be more fit, and better looking, and definitely take better care of myself, groom and stuff like that. And, everybody wants to look their best, and everybody wants to be appealing and attractive, so I feel like, yeah, that's the way it does.
How much time do you think you spend watching TV or being on social media?
Not a lot, maybe half an hour a day, something like that.
Do you have a phone, a cell
I
phone?
do have a cell phone.
And you don't spend very much time on it?
I text friends throughout the day, so, but
Okay.
I don't have social media or anything, or internet on my phone. It's one of these guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you do feel like media definitely has an influence on how you feel about
Yeah,
yourself?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're always, it's sort of like a competition to me. It's like we see that guy and he's a good looking dude, he's got, solid body, and feel like, I can do that, I can get to that.
Okay. And do you feel like most of your friends feel the same way?
No, not all of them. Maybe a couple of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it does affect you?
No,
Okay. Thank you.
you're very welcome.
One study showed that women overestimate the size of their waists by 25% and hips by 16%, while those same women could correctly estimate a box width. Mannequins in the stores don't reveal the accurate size of any women's body size. As you can see by looking at this mannequin's thighs, there's a big gap between the thighs. This is not the average size of a female body. Right now there's a trend that's on social media talking about something called thigh gap. On Tumblr, Instagram, and Facebook, girls are trying to get into something called thigh gap, and what that is there's almost a competition where girls are trying to attain a gap between their thighs, and the skinnier their thighs become, the better that they think they look.